My name is Rishav Ranjan. I'm a second-year student of the Department of Chemical Engineering enrolled in its B.Tech course. I am from Kolkata. I'm contesting for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural, Technology Students Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur for the academic session 2013-2014. I'm a voter of Awaaz Hall of Residence.
Mr. Panelists, the main question of introduction. Rishav, you continue with your SOP.
During my tenure as a core team member for Springfest 2013, I contributed to the three major facets of the fest, namely sponsorship, publicity and events. On the sponsorship front, I was involved in deals worth rupees 2.51 lakhs, which included alumni contribution and corporate deals. I was responsible for coordinating the publicity in the regions of Kolkata, Nagpur and Bangalore. I was solely responsible for organizing the Guwahati Wildfire Prelims, which saw a rise in the number of participating bands from 3 bands to 7 bands this year. During the fest, I was an arena attaché, and my work profile included overseeing the construction of the arena and ensuring the smooth functioning of the arena during the fest. I was also involved in conduction of various events of different genres during Springfest, like Nukkad and Street Play Workshop of the dramatics genre, Bollywood Jazz Workshop of the dance genre, and various social events like Thalassemia Awareness Camp, Youth Marathon, and Blood Donation Camp. In my first year, I was a part of the gold-winning Awaaz Hall Hindi dramatics team. I was a part of the Awaaz Hall choreography team. I was a GS intern and an associate member at Entrepreneurship Cell. Apart from these extracurricular and co-curricular activities, I was successful in attaining a department change in my first year. I was also a part of the Awaaz Hall choreography team in my second year. I have received a certificate for academic excellence from the then Governor of West Bengal, Shri Gopal Krishna Gandhi. I believe that with the experience gained with time and the dedication shown towards my work, make me a suitable candidate for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural, Technology Students Gymkhana. If elected to the post, I will do full justice to my responsibilities and will work towards the improvement of the General Championships and Springfest.
Rishav, could you please elaborate your work on the events front?
Sir, I was involved in conduction of events of 4 different genres, namely dramatics, dance, music and social events. On the dramatics front, I was involved in the conduction of events Nukkad and Street Play Workshop. On the dance genre, I was responsible for the conduction of the Bollywood Jazz Workshop, which was held on the Perb stage and received considerable amount of participation. On the social front, I was involved in the conduction of events Youth Marathon, Blood Donation and Thalassemia Awareness Camp. The Youth Marathon witnessed a participation of 130 as compared to 70 last year. On the music front, I was solely responsible for conduction of the Guwahati Wildfire Prelims, where the number of participating bands rose from 3 bands to 7 bands this year.
You mentioned that you were a part of dramatics from Awaaz Hall of Residence in your first year. Can you please specify what was your specific role?
Sir, the gold-winning Hindi dramatics skit of Awaaz Hall was named Andha Yug and was a part of the formations team during the play.
Rishav, you mentioned there was a significant increase in wildfire participation in Guwahati. Can you tell me the reason why there was a significant increase?
Sir, last year in 2012, the dates of the Guwahati Wildfire Prelims clashed with the Hornbill Festival in Assam. Hence, only 3 bands had turned up. However, this time in consultation with our wildfire head, the dates were so decided that no such problem happened this year.
Can you please tell us more about your work as an arena attaché?
Sir, during the fest, when I was appointed as the arena attaché, all I had was the basic blueprint of the design of the arena. During the course of my work, I went about the implementation of the design and making the necessary improvisations that were required for the smooth functioning of the arena during the fest. As an individual initiative to improve the aesthetic appeal of the arena, I contacted artists of various genres. Mr. Ranjan Ganguly, a renowned sand artist, was contacted by me and he constructed a sand sculpture which was there for everyone to see in the arena.
You're very interested in dramatics, I get from your SOP. In Springfest, a lot of dramatics events happen in the Kalidas Auditorium, right? But none of our GC inter-hall events happen in the Kalidas Auditorium. Can you tell me why exactly this happens?
Sir, the basic reason for that is that the door of Kalidas is very small and the sets cannot enter properly.
Do you know how small it is?
So the exact details are not required to be remembered at this forum.
Okay.
If you want, I can mail you the details.
No, it's okay. I'll tell you what the sizes are. I'll tell it to you for your benefit. The Netaji Auditorium, the size of the door is 6.5 foot by 6.5 foot. Whereas for Kalidas, it's 6 foot by 6 foot. Not a very significant difference, right? And the reason for not having inter-halls in a particular event, despite the fact that the light system in Kalidas is much, much better, and I would love to do dramatics in Kalidas. Most societies have their productions in Kalidas also, so it's definitely a better venue, right?
So thank you for enlightening on this point. If I get elected as a General Secretary, I will surely look into this matter.
Which you possess, because of which you should be elected as the General Secretary?
Sir, I believe that the three major qualities that are required to become a General Secretary are leadership, being a team player, and having a strong willpower.
Some examples because of which you believe you have these qualities?
Sir, during Springfest, I was successful in leading a team of 7 volunteers along with my co-member during my arena work. I was also instrumental in organizing the publicity trips of all the 21 ASPs that went to Calcutta. I was a team player that can be shown by my effective contribution in Springfest along with the whole of the team, and my willpower can be instrumented from the fact that I was successful in attaining a department change, which was a goal that I had set in my first year.
Rishav, are you aware about the new rules which has been imposed about spamming of the notices in halls?
Yes, ma'am.
So could you please tell me what are your views on that and how do you plan to implement it?
Ma'am, that new rule specifically states that spammers and posters cannot be put on the walls of the halls of residence. I believe it is a very good initiative to preserve all the halls of residence. I believe that this should be implemented on a full scale.
Rishav, is it logically possible for all the societies, all the fests to put up the notices one at a time on the notice boards? I believe there are on an average 3 or 4 notice boards in a hall. So how do you plan to go about it?
Ma'am, the notices board that are present are sufficient for all the spammers that are present, that can be put up, because at one time only few societies will be having the activities. All the societies in Kharagpur cannot have the activities at the same time, ma'am. So I believe it is sufficient for spamming.
You said you were a member of GES in your first year. Are you still a member?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, after my completion of my first year, I shifted from entrepreneurship cell to Springfest.
And what was the reason behind that?
Sir, from the first year, I have always had an inclination towards the social and cultural genre. Hence, when I was nominated for the post of core team member, I shifted from entrepreneurship cell to Springfest. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank entrepreneurship cell for helping me provide such a big platform to hone my skills.
Yes, sir. You said you always had your inclination towards soccer. So Springfest provides an opportunity in the first year itself to be a part of the team. So why didn't you become an ASP?
Sir, I had gone to the selections of an associate publicity member, but due to some criteria, I was not selected.
Rishav, last question for you. Okay. You were a part of the team in that worked at the arena, right? In Springfest? Okay. One problem that I have noticed in Springfest arenas over the years is that there is too much dust. There is just too much sand flying all around. Do you have any idea how you can solve this problem?
Sir, to solve that problem, extensive watering of the arena is done on every day. I believe that we'll definitely try to improve, as there is a scope of improvement in all the fields of work that we do, and we tried our level best this year.
Okay, I'll just give you an idea, so it'll be helpful to you. Kshitij carpets their whole arena, right? That's a very good thing to do. You should do that next year. It makes the fest better.
Sure, sir. I'll take this matter into consideration next year.
Rishav? Is it your decision to carpet the entire arena?
No, sir. It's not my decision entirely. It has to be a decision of the whole team.
Are there financial implications to it?
Yes, sir. There are financial implications which the finance will only be better able to tell on this platform.
Rishav, are you aware of the event Model United Nations in Springfest?
Yes, sir. I'm aware of the event Model United Nations in Springfest.
Can you name the two conferences which happened?
Sir, the two conferences that happened were G.Sec and UNSC.
Okay.
Are there any further questions from the panelists of the SOP? Thank you, Rishav.
My first proposal. I propose the conduction of a film festival during Springfest 2014. My second proposal, I propose to start a regular music training course in our campus. And my third proposal pertains to introducing a campus box office for the entertainment of the IIT Kharagpur community.
We may begin the discussion on this first proposal.
I propose the conduction of a film festival during Springfest 2014. This is because there is a growing photography and filmmaking culture here, which will be harnessed by this film festival by providing them with exposure regarding the professional aspects of this field. As shown in my proposal, I have listed a total of 10 events that will be a part of this film festival. So the list of events include Picture Perfect, Short Filmmaking Competition, Lights Camera SF, screening of critically acclaimed movies, Product Photography, Movie Buff Quiz, TV Ad Making, Minimalistic Poster Design Competition, Workshops and Mosaic. I believe that with the inclusion of these 10 events, we will be successful in promoting the culture of filmmaking across this campus.
Are you aware of any short filmmaking competition that was conducted by the Gymkhana over the past few years?
No, sir, I'm not aware of any such event that has happened in the past.
Okay, I'll tell you. There was a short filmmaking competition conducted on an open IT level for short filmmaking, and the Filmmaking Society was trying to organize it. They received only 2 entries. Okay, they received only 2 entries. Okay, so have you spoken to the TFPS governors?
Sir, I have spoken to the TFPS governor.
And do they think this is a feasible?
Yes, sir. They very much think this is a very feasible.
Okay, fine. Just keep in mind that your participation is not going to be very high for this, because filmmaking is a tough thing to do, as in it requires a lot of time and skill. Okay,
sir.
It's a good idea. It's a very good idea to do this. It's a very good idea.
To throw light on this matter, the number of TFPS members has already increased from 15 to 40 this year. This shows that there is an enthusiastic appeal about filmmaking across the campus.
The Filmmaking Society has actually declined. So, okay, so just keep this in mind. Nothing else. Just keep this in mind. That's it. It's a good proposal.
Rishav, are you planning to organize some workshops even in this film festival for our collecting that talent?
Yes, sir. I'm planning to organize workshops relating to acting, direction, and scripting. I've already received confirmation from the Barry John Acting Studio who have agreed to come down to Kharagpur to conduct an acting workshop. I've also received confirmation from Mr. Naresh Sharma, who is the director of Craft, which is a very well-renowned filmmaking institute. These workshops will help promote the culture of filmmaking across the campus.
This is very good. You must do these workshops. These workshops must happen irrespective of which one of you become the G.Sec.
Sure, sir. I'll definitely try to my level.
Next question. Okay, are you aware of what is the toughest problem while organizing a film festival or anything? If you have a film competition, there is one thing which is extremely tough to do, which is the biggest problem. Do you know what this is?
So if you could be more
Okay, I'll tell you. The problem is of forgery. Like you don't know if someone has actually shot the video, actually edited himself, or is this just downloaded off the net? So how do you propose to tackle this problem?
In the short film making competition that I proposed that one of the team members has to be a member of the cast to ensure that the movie is authentic.
In the events mentioned by you that you will introduce these events in Springfest, I believe majority of the events mentioned here are already there in Springfest. I mean, 7 out of 10 are there in Springfest already.
Oh, sir, only 4 of the 10 mentioned events are already there in Springfest, and I never mentioned that they are introduced. I only said they are proposed.
What are those 4 events?
The Picture Perfect, Lights Camera SF, Movie Buff Quiz, and the TV and the Mosaic event.
And was there any screening of some movie done in this year's Springfest?
No, so there was no screening of movie done in this year's Springfest edition, sir.
And you, are you aware that there was a short film making competition in Springfest in 2011 and 12 as well, in 11, and which was, I mean, we dropped that idea and that event is no more. Do you aware of the reason?
I was not present at the campus during that time, so I believe
Since
that
you are proposing this, introducing this thing, you should be aware that why it was dropped in the first place. Are you aware of that?
Sir, the events that already happened in Springfest, like Lights, Camera, SF and Picture Perfect, received huge amount of participation from in-campus and out-campus. I believe that this is a strong indication for the proposition of a film festival.
How many people do you think would be interested to come for screening of critically acclaimed movies? Approximate, just ballpark number.
So I can't just say a number on this public forum. Depends upon the mindset of the people at that time.
Okay, no, because you've said the venue is Netaji, right?
Yes, sir.
And not any of the other places where we can screen something.
The reason being that the Netaji auditorium will be fully revamped after this semester with new installed Dolby Digital sound and satellite HD projector. I believe that we should take use of this.
Thank you, Jumala.
It's a very good initiative on the Gymkhana's part.
You have mentioned that the budget for this film festival will be 54,000.
Yes, sir.
Was there any budget left in last year's Springfest when this festival was not there in Springfest?
So I cannot comment on the budget issues on a public forum like this, sir.
खत्म हो गया क्या?